Welcome to the Chromebook Survival Guide for Parent University by Wichita Public Schools. We're going to be talking about some navigational tips. The first one being is getting to Teams. There's three ways. Of course, you can get there by going to the portal and scrolling down and finding Teams. You can also get there by using the second tab, which is the direct website for Microsoft Teams, which is teams.microsoft.com, and enter in the appropriate credentials. The third way I want to highlight is the gray square app at the bottom of the machine. You have the ability to click on that. Sometimes it is a capital M or a capital C. Enter in the appropriate credentials. What's great about this is that it makes Teams nice and big, which is great for video viewing. Of course, the touchpad is another item that we should talk about when talking about navigation on the Chromebook. Of course, a single finger will allow you to left-click, select an object, and move a cursor. Two fingers will allow you to right-click, and then, of course, scroll up and down. Another great feature is the ability to zoom in and zoom out on critical content while using the Chromebook. If a student is ever lost, they can always go to the Chrome browser and click on the house to get back to the portal, which holds our district applications, including Microsoft Teams. Another great feature is to turn on the bookmarks bar. You can do this by following the directions on the screen or by hitting Control-Shift-B. What this does gives you the ability to have easy icons to quickly navigate to websites that teachers may be requiring students to visit on a normal basis. To make a bookmark on a website, you'll navigate to the website that you want to bookmark, locate the star in the top right-hand corner, click on it, make it blue, give it a name, and click Done. Moving forward, you'll have an easy icon to navigate moving forward. Let's shift to talk about tips to help with learning. The first one being a full screenshot. So of course you can follow the directions on the screen by hitting Control and the Show Windows button to take a full screenshot. This will allow you to take a screenshot of whatever is currently on the Chromebook. You also have the ability to take a partial screenshot. To do this, you'll hit Control, Shift, Show Windows icon, and then you'll left click and select and snip the appropriate area of the screen. And you can, of course, copy that to the clipboard and use accordingly for student work. The other thing is window docking. So this is a great feature. I have the ability, I can use the shortcuts down here, such as Alt bracket, or I can drag accordingly. So I'm going to go ahead and take out and hold this tab, Microsoft Teams, and I'm going to drag it all the way to the left. And then I'm going to come over here and click on this double square icon and select and drag. Of course, now this gives me the ability to follow along on something on Teams, maybe a Teams video meeting call, and have my work out here to the side to take notes. Another great tip to know is how to capture work. You can do this by clicking on the search button and type out camera, and clicking on the camera, and then of course capturing work by clicking the shutter button. To find where images go, again, click the launcher or the search button and type out the word files to quickly bring up your recent files. Just locate the word images on the left side of the menu. I've covered several shortcuts here. To find more shortcuts, all you need to do is hit Control, Alt, ? And find additional shortcuts that may be helpful for your student. One of my favorites is Control Shift F. This allows me to quickly find words on a web page. Let's talk a little bit about troubleshooting. We have several websites that need access to our camera. One example being Flipgrid. If for whatever reason the particular website in question will not allow you to use the camera or the microphone, you can fix that by clicking on the icon next to the website name, going down and clicking on Site Settings, and then allow the appropriate permissions as needed in the permissions area. Another great tip is to turn on the extension Keep Awake. To do this, you'll locate the puzzle icon up here at the top. You'll navigate and you'll make sure this pen icon is blue next to the words Keep Awake. What this will allow you to do is allow you to keep the screen of the Chromebook awake. This is great for when students are maybe watching a video or participating in something and the Chromebook screen will not go to sleep on them. To shut down the Chromebook, the best way to do that is by clicking on the settings area or the time, and then of course clicking on the power icon. Lastly, talking about settings, if you want to know more or being able to control the settings in more detail, you can click on the time icon, click on the cogwheel, and then search appropriately. So let's say I want to adjust how the trackpad is performing. I can go ahead and search that from the top, select, and maybe I want to slow that down just a little bit if my younger kiddo is having trouble with that moving too fast. Lastly, I want to say you can always visit support.google.com/Chromebook to access tips and tricks. They even have a Chromebook simulator that is great for learning. Thank you for attending and watching this Chromebook survival guide from Wichita Public Schools.